Hey. Everybody come in. That's good. Y'all got y'all pencils and paper ready? I'm just muting these phones so we won't be disturbed. Hey, Keisha. So I'm gonna let everybody come in. We're gonna give people a few minutes to come in. How have y'all day been going so far? Greetings. Thank you for joining me. Gratitude for taking your time out to get these gems. I'm gonna try to break down the best way for you to be filing next year and what you need to be having ready. I'm telling you, it's some stuff that you're gonna have ready. Okay. Hey, Cordelia. Say yes. So we're gonna give people time to come in here. Y'all know I'm not gonna be long. Y'all know until I hit that 1,000, I'm not gonna talk over an hour. So really, this is just a bonus. Hey, Tawana. This is a bonus for everybody who has so far subscribed to the YouTube channel. That's why I'm doing it strictly on YouTube. This information I'm sharing with y'all today will only be for y'all. Y'all can share the video, like, share, subscribe, of course. But this is for y'all. This is a thank you for just supporting me in every platform that I go to. So yeah, I was like, let me just do a YouTube and talk to just my YouTube subscribers, because it's a lot of stuff that's about to go on and I want y'all to be up on the game. So I'm going to tell it to you. Yes, I am. Y'all know I am. Ha. Yes. And nope, I will not be sharing this at all on the business page. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Bianca. Hey, everybody who's joining. Say so. I made the announcement we was going to do it at 3. So I'm going to try to give people time to come in. We're at 3:05 right now, my time. So I'm going to get to 3:10 and I'm going to start talking. When I start talking, y'all know how I am. I'm trying to wait because I don't want to answer the same questions over and over. The gems that I will be talking about today will be concerning the unemployment. It will be concerning the child tax credit. It will be concerning the earned income credit with the look back. And it also will be I'll be talking about the 7202. So we're going to let some people come in. Y'all go ahead while y'all waiting. Go ahead and share. Y'all share this live. Y'all can share this live because they have to be a subscriber to see it. So y'all can share it. But yeah, I want to explain how everything will work. I had a lot of questions about Miss Nene. What about the people where the parents split the years that they carried the child? So one parent has been getting it, but the year coming up is not their parents' turn to carry the child and what they're supposed to do. We're going to talk about that too. So yeah, I want to give people time to get in. I don't want to start just giving too much information. And then when I start seeing the questions, it's like, Miss Nene, can you answer that? Miss Nene, can you tell me? And it's like, I don't say it. And y'all know when I start talking on the subject, I usually go into depth and explain it all the way through before I go to the next thing. So I don't be wanting to go, backwards, because I be wanting to give y'all the information that is given to me in my head from my soul to share with you guys. So I don't want to backtrack. I just want to be able to tell you guys what it's going to be and what to be looking forward to, what to expect. Yes, next tax season is going to be another lucrative tax season for the taxpayer. Unfortunately, they have started passing the 2022 changes, and 2022 is going to be a really messed up year, tax year. And I explained to you guys why I said that. And that goes into the $7,200 that everybody is thinking, oh, they say if you ain't get it when you file, you get 72 for one child. No, you don't. That's not what they're talking about. Okay. So if you guys can hear me fine, because I'm going to go ahead and start. I see I'm coming up on 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and start. If you guys can hear me just fine, can I see yes? If you can't hear me, let me hear no. So I can make sure that I'm just not talking to myself and My lips just moving. Okay, Mr. Wanna said yes. Okay. So I'm gonna take Mr. Wanna. Your yes is gonna be unanimous for the entire group. Because if you can hear me, that means everybody should be able to hear me. Okay. So guys, first thing we're gonna talk about will be the child tax credit, since it's the most popular subject right now. The payments are still coming out right now. They're telling people to rush and sign up before December to get the first half of the credit, which they can. But y'all know what I say, don't. Why? You only got a month to go. Get all your money at one time. This was one of the reasons why I was telling individuals opt out, because once you get those payments, you have to wait for that 419 form in order to file an accurate tax return. If you send your tax return in without that child tax credit information being listed, you will be held, meaning your return. They will hold it, make the adjustment themselves, and it'll prolong you getting your money. So this is the reason why I am saying, if you're not getting the payments, don't try to run and opt in now. Don't even worry about it. Just get all your money at once. Okay. Okay. So child tax credit payments, for the sake of me doing the math, guys, I am going to be doing it as, because we know 5 and younger is 3,600, 6 to 17 is 3,000. Everything that I talk to you guys about when I talk about the child tax credit will be based on the age group from 6 to 17, which would be the 3,000. Now, of course, if you got kids that's 5 and younger, you know the amount is higher than what I am speaking on. But just for the terms and for everyone to understand what I am saying, I am going to be using the $3,000 child tax credit amount. Okay. And I will be doing it with one child. Okay. So child tax credit payments. The reason why I did the showed you guys about the software now asking, it is updated for 2021 tax season, and it asks for the information from the 6419, which is the amounts that you received in advanced child tax credit payments from July to December, because whatever amount you enter will reduce your refund by that amount. Okay. I did posted that information for the sake of, because I seen just the other day a news article that said what y'all think I seen? Another stimulus coming out. Another stimulus is coming out. No, it's not. These payments are not stimulus payments. These payments are advances on your tax refunds. So everything you're receiving now will come out of your refund. I will continue to say that, and I stand on that, because that's how it goes. And everybody, you tell them you ain't got to pay it back, they pay it back. It's going to reduce your refund. Okay? I want everyone to be perfectly clear on that. So everybody that said, well, Miss Nene, I only got it 1 month, I only got it 2 months, whether it was 250 or 500, baby, sadly, when you put in everything and you enter that 6419, it is going to reduce your refund by that 250 or that 500. Okay? I never told anybody that if you getting the payments now, you won't get a tax refund next year. I never said that. But if you're getting the payments now, your refund won't be as high as individuals who didn't, because the amount you're getting now is part of your refund that is due to you next year. Okay? So, parents, if you are in an agreement with your child's other parent, meaning y'all alternate years, you are the one who carried them this year, the other parent is carrying them next year, but because you carried them this year, they gave you the child tax credit payments, and you know that they're not going to be on your tax return next year. Parents, you are the ones who can apply for the repayment forgiveness. Huni, you can hear me? Okay. Was it distorted? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me at any time. Can you hear me better now? Right, Bianca. And I'm explaining how it's lucrative for you too, Bianca. Okay. Okay. So let me get finished explaining. So the parent who is receiving those payments right now. Okay, Mr. Warner. The parents who are receiving those payments right now, that has been getting from July to December, and they know that these kids are not going to be on their taxes next year, but this is their child, and they have an agreement with the other parent that they alternate years, parents, you would be the ones who would apply for the repayment forgiveness. Now, sisters, brothers, mamas, daddies, mamas, aunties, it's going to be harder for you guys to get approved for the repayment forgiveness because it is for a dependent child. So, sister, if you are claiming your niece or nephew, and your sister has said, oh no, they told me I can get the money for my child myself, I'm carrying all my kids next year, and you know you have been getting those payments, unfortunately, I hope you wasn't giving it to sister who says she's going to claim her child, because when sister go to claim her child, they're going to give sister the full amount of credit for the child that you've been getting the credit from July to December. You will have to pay that money back. So regardless if your refund is only $1,000 and they gave you $1,250, they're going to take your $1,000 and you're going to owe them $250. Does that make sense? Because I want everyone to be clear on how this works. These are gems. I'm trying to give y'all game. The repayment forgiveness only works for parents or those who have custody of the child that they are not claiming. That is how you qualify, and you cannot have income over 75 or 150 married, filing joint. So for anyone who is saying, hey, Miss Nene, no, me and my baby daddy, you know, I carry in 1 year, he carry in 1 year, whoever was getting the credit and they know that the child isn't going to be on there next year, they will need to do the repayment forgiveness. And the person who is getting carrying the child but haven't got the payments will get the full credit when they file. Okay, so it's not like if they gave baby daddy $1,500 and you file your child, they're gonna only give you $1,500 because they say, hey, we gave baby daddy $1,500 already. No, they're gonna give you $3,000 when you file. Baby daddy is just gonna have to do the repayment forgiveness for his 15. Okay, we good on how that works. Now, child tax credit payments, guys, it doesn't matter if you worked. It doesn't matter if you have unemployment. It doesn't matter if you file in the Schedule C. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if you receive Social Security benefits. It does not matter. You will still get the full credit, okay? I'm going to repeat it. If you have kids from the age of birth to 17 and you have not received any credits, any payments from July to December, when you file, you will get the full credit, regardless of if you have W-2 income, regardless of if you have unemployment income, regardless if you're filing a Schedule C, regardless if you got 1099-Rs, regardless if you got gambling debt. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Income does not matter with the child tax credit. It is going to automatically calculate and populate on the software once the kids' information is entered and they are seen to be eligible for the payment. That is why as soon as the dependent screen passes, it asks, did this person receive advanced child tax credit payments? Did they receive a 6419? If yes, enter the amount they received. This is why. Okay. So do we have any questions about child tax credit? Y'all shouldn't have none because I don't told y'all everything. Hopefully y'all opt out. And if you got 3 kids, automatically, you know, I got $9,000 next year. Automatically. That's without no job, no nothing. Not a nail, nothing. You will get your whole 9 if you got your 3 kids. Okay. Is it a limit for child tax credit? No, it is not. So for my individuals who have 7 and 8 kids, Can you file all 7 and 8 and get the 3,000 or 3,600 for each one? Yes, you can. Yes. No income. Don't have to have it. Okay? So don't get to fretting yourself about, oh my God, I don't want the whole year. I got unemployment for the majority of the year. I haven't been able to work. My business, I ain't been able to make no money from my business. I really don't have nothing to do. Like, what am I supposed to be filing? Your kids. Child tax credit. Okay? That's one. That's just one of 2 or 3 that I'm finna discuss with y'all. Hope y'all writing this down. So let's move on from the child tax credit payments because I went over that enough. We've beat that horse dead. We've beat that horse, woke it up, cut the hair, and then woke back up. You know, that horse is dead. We're going to move on to the next thing because y'all should be familiar now with how it's going to work. That's exactly how it's going to work, how I said. The next thing we're going to discuss is the unemployment. For my individuals who receive unemployment while it was still going on this year, some states, ended it in June. Texas ended theirs in June out here, but some went to September. If you was an individual who received unemployment benefits in that time frame, the $10,200 forgiveness does still apply to you. So if you got $19,000 in unemployment, when it's entered, we entered the 19, but the software is only going to count 9. So if you paid 19,000, that means you should have let them hold at least 1,900 in federal withheld taxes off of the 19,000 that you received. That $1,900 adds to your refund with those 3 kids. So now you don't went from 9,000 to $10,909. I mean, not $10,900. Y'all stay with me here. If you did not opt in to let them withhold taxes from your unemployment, it is not the end of the world. Okay? Everyone was thinking that the unemployment, the $10,200 forgiveness was like automatically a check for everybody. No. What it was individuals who had already filed and paid the taxes on their AGI from that, their taxable income, from that was due a refund back for that amount. Everyone did not meet that threshold. Some people, the reason why you didn't get anything from unemployment when you filed because you didn't even meet your standard tax deduction. If you were head of household, that means you didn't even have $18,000. So you were not due anything back from unemployment. Any questions on that? Any questions about unemployment? Anyone? Because if not, I'm going to go on to the next topic. And then y'all know I do a recap at the end. Before I end, I'll recap everything. No questions on unemployment. Okay, then on to the next topic. So we've covered child tax credit. We've covered unemployment. Next, we're going to talk about the look back credit. If y'all know how I know, and if you are a tax preparer who are watching this, I will pray to God that you know what you're doing to make sure that you're getting these people the maximum amount of money that you can. And for the ones who are in the class, I am going to show you everything that I'm about to discuss. I'm not going to go too much into it. But if you did not work in 2021, but you filed a tax return because you had a W-2 job in 2019, you need to use the look back credit. Okay? If I say it one more time, because the look back credit, even though it say look back and we think in the year before, because that's what it meant when it was introduced in the 2020 tax season, look back to 2019, it still look back to 2019. So when you file your 2021, you need to be looking back to 2019, not 2020. And you can only use the 2019 if your 2021 is less than. Now, when I say less than, I mean as far as income. So If I do one for you. Let's say that in 2019 you had $18,000. Let's say in 2021 in income you only have $9,000. It will let you use the 18,000 from 2019 for instead of that 8,000, but you still have to report the 8,000. Y'all still have to report all these forms. Any tax forms that you have, your 1099 NECs, your 1099Rs, your 1099Gs, unemployment, your W-2s, your Schedule Cs, y'all still have to file these forms. It still need to be reported. It's just that if it is not as much as what is being able to be used, then it will let you use the option to use the greater of the two, which will be the 2019 18,000 instead of 2021's 9,000. Now, in 2019, you made $20,000. You got a pretty good amount of earned income credit. But in 2021, you made $28,000 and your earned income credit is less. It is not going to let you use that 21,000 from 2019 because your income is higher. So you can't use the look back just to get that credit. It is going to use the higher of the incomes. Make sense? If y'all did not know, I will tell you right now, look at your AGIs, your year-to-dates on your W-2s, on your last check stubs. It'll have the year-to-date amount. Go to the gross. Earned income credit max payment is 3 or more, meaning anything over 3, they do not give you extra money for that 4th, 5th, 6th child like child tax credit does. Earned income credit is still stopped at 3 or more, and that payment is $6,728. Guess where it peaks at? $18,500. So that means if you got 3 kids and you made $18,000, you're getting $6,000 additional. In additional to the 3,000, 3,000, and 3,000, you get another 6,000 because your income is 18. After it hit 18, it starts going down. Y'all remember I tell y'all this shit is a sliding scale. When the earned income credit, it starts at 0. It starts at little amounts. It goes up. It peaks. Once it peaks, it starts going back down. It's a mountain. Okay. The peak of the mountain is at 18.5. Once it 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. By the time you get to 33,000, you're getting the same amount of earned income credit as a person who got 3,000. That is how earned income credit works. That is why when you're using the look back credit, don't think that it's going to let you opt to use the higher amount, which will give you the most earned income. No, it is not. It is going to let you use the higher amount of the incomes between those years. Hey, Miss Carla. Everything. You don't miss everything. No, I'm playing, Miss Carla. So that is the look back credit. Any questions on the look back? Do anybody have any questions about the look back? Do anyone have any questions about anything I've discussed so far? Because the next subject is going to be what the people who did PPPs and EIDLs need to be doing. And that one is going to take up the rest of this live that I'm going to do. So any questions about anything that I've discussed so far? Thank you, Bianca. And you guys like, share this live. Y'all share it. This right here is really for subscribers because I wanted y'all to hear it from me first. Okay. So if everybody that's here understood everything I said, then I am not going to repeat it until I do the recap. We are going to go into the PPPs and EIDLs, the individuals who received PPPs and EIDLs. Okay. A lot of people have contacted me because now they're nervous. It's coming up tax time. They need to file. They're like, I got it forgiven. I've got it forgiven. This is what I need y'all to understand. Your PPP loans and your EIDL advances and loans does not have anything to do with your tax return. Do y'all want me to say it one more time? Amerilis, yeah, we're going to talk about this in our marketing meeting tonight. Yes, ma'am. But I'll go more into that with during the class. So I'll say it one more time. If you got a PPP or EIDL advance or loan, it does not have shit to do with your 2021 tax return. Okay? Do y'all want me to explain to y'all why? When you submitted your information from your business to get the loan, what year did you use? Did you use 2021? You used 2019 and 2020, correct? Based on the amount of gross that you made, determine the amount that they loaned you, correct? So when you go to file, you're not saying, okay, I got 20,000 from EIDL and I got another 20,000 from PPP. That's $40,000. I got to report $40,000. No, you don't. That was funding to operate your business. Now, could you have 40,000 in expenses? Of course, because that is what they gave it to you for. But do not think that you have to use the amounts that were loaned to you as the income for the profit for the business. That is not how it goes. They gave you that money to maintain, first of all, PPP. First word of it is paycheck protection. Paycheck. PPP. That's what that was. It was to keep your business operating and flowing. So you did not shut down. So you did not go out of business. So for those individuals who got it and they're like, fuck that, I ain't put nothing on there. Yeah, you better. Especially if it was forgiven. Now, why would I say that? Why would I say that? Especially for the individuals who had the PPPs forgiven. Why would I say that? Anybody watching now? I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because in order for it to be forgiven, you had to show expenses, correct? That you used for the business, correct? That is why they forgave it, correct? So you need to be filing a Schedule C that reflects at least those expenses. Not the profit, not the 20,000 that you got. That is not your business income. That was used for expenses for your business. So you do not mix up the two. Okay? Schedule C filers. I don't care if you got schedule. If you are, let me break down these entities real quick. Sole proprietor, Schedule C. Single member LLC, Schedule C. Two member LLC, partnership, S Corp, 1120s, Schedule C's. All this is reported on Schedule C returns. You have to put it on that form. So don't think because you went incorporated your business name and turned it into a single member LLC, now all of a sudden you're filing 1120 or 1120S. No, you're not. You don't have a C Corp or S Corp. You're filing a Schedule C. Same stands true for partnerships. That is why they issue you guys what? K1s for you to report on your individual tax returns on your Schedule Cs. Okay? So let's get that clear. Let's make it clear. Don't think because, oh, you don't want to be called a sole proprietor that you're in the big leagues because you got an LLC, you're still filing a Schedule C. Okay? Unless you don't made $2 million, have you? Because if you have, then you don't use a Schedule C for that. Okay? So for my individuals with the PPPs, I'm sick of y'all telling me, Miss Lee, no, because I got mine forgiven. Has nothing to do with anything that I'm saying. Okay? The fact that you got it forgiven means that you most definitely need to be filing a Schedule C. That goes for any individual who received a PPP loan or an EIDL advance or an EIDL loan. You need to be filing your business, your Schedule C. No, the loan amounts is not contingent on what your business made. I'll say it again. It is not contingent, meaning you do not say your business made $20,000 because you got a $20,000 loan. You do not. That is not how that goes. That $20,000 loan was given to you to help you keep your business operating, to keep you in business, to keep you going. So yes, like I said, can you have $20,000 in expenses? Of course you can. To maintain your business, of course you can. You still have utilities and all that. Even if don't nobody walk in, nobody buy none of your products, nobody do nothing, you still have to spend money on those supplies, on the shipping, on the utilities, on the equipment. You still have to spend money to produce that product because you want it to be ready in case someone did want to buy something, even though they didn't come buy it. So you still have expenses even if you don't have the income, especially if you did the forgiveness. Because what did you submit to them? What did you tell those people? You had to tell them what you used for payroll, whether it was you paying yourself or you paying contractors or you paying W-2 employees with a 941. They asked you about other expenses, such as utilities, rent, right? So all of those are expenses, guys. And you can use it on your Schedule C. Report your Schedule C. By law, anybody who makes $400 or more in cash is required to file a Schedule C. You are considered self-employed if you have been paid more than $400 in 1 year to do a job. That is self-employment income, and you have to report it. $400. Okay? So do anybody have any questions about anything that I've shared so far? Do I have any questions or anything? I'm going to use 10 minutes. Do anyone have any questions that they want to ask in particular? If it's any questions in particular, let me know. And you can type your question in. Just type it in and let me know if you have a question. And Miss Carla, don't worry. I'm finna, Tawanda, it's okay too. Let me see. Oh, let's see. I got slow-mo. Y'all, I am still learning how to do this. It say I got the slow mode on. Say a message is in every 10 seconds. I'm going to learn how to take that off the next time. Anybody have any questions? Okay, guys. So let me do this real quick recap. Like I said, you guys do me a favor. Yes, I am, Tawanda. It will be left up because this was strictly for the subscribers on the page. Y'all can share it. I will turn that permission on once I'm done with this live talking to you guys personally. But yes, please share it. Tell them, like, share, subscribe to it, just so we can just get people to know that they can calm the hell down, that they do not have to be panicking like they are, that is really a lucrative tax season again. It's actually better than 2020. But 2022 is a whole nother subject because they're already been passing it. Thank you, Kabah. Thank you. Okay, guys. So since I have no questions, love you guys from a genuine place for tuning in. I'm going to do the recap real quick, just so you guys, the ones who came in later, what you missed with the child tax credit payments. The ones who did not receive any payment will get the full payment when they file. The $7,200, I didn't speak of that. The $7,200, guys, is really not $7,200 payment at one time. If they extend the child tax, the advanced child tax credit payments, what it's saying is if you have not gotten any of the payments, when you go to file next year, you can get up to $7,200 per child. Well, what they're saying is they're going to give you, if your child is under the age of 5, $3,600 when you file. And then from January to December, they will break down the payments to give you that other $3,600 for that child. But what does that mean? That means if they give you $7,200 in 2022, then when you go to file 2022 taxes, You won't have any child tax to claim. You won't get any of it because they're trying to give it to you all during the year in monthly payments. That's why I'm hoping they do not extend it, because people are going to be really, really messed up if that is, they do it and then they get all these payments. I see how they're reacting right now from just receiving 6 months of payments and finding out that whatever you got the 6 months, when your refund is coming, is going to reduce your refund by that amount. I can only imagine how they're going to feel after receiving a year of payments. So that is how that's how they come up with that figure that they're flashing on the news articles and stations with the 7,200 per child. That is not true. They have not passed that extension yet. And if they do pass that extension, it is not giving you $7,200 at one time. It is going to give you the $3,600 one-time payment because you did not get the payments from July to December. And then it will break down the other $3,600 from January to December and pay you that $3,600. That is how it comes out to $7,200, up to $7,200 per child. Okay. So anytime if y'all see somebody steady flashing about, hey, I can get you to $7,200, don't go there. And I said it. And I stand on it on my soapbox. Because nobody should be telling anybody, yeah, I can get you that $7,200 child tax credit for one child. No, they can't. No, they can't. Not just child tax credit alone. They can't. Now, if they do your return, if they do everything and they do it how they supposed to with one child, yes, it is possible to get 7. Y'all better go to somebody that know what they're doing, though. Okay? Because at the end of the day, yeah, that tax preparer, if they fuck your stuff up, they'll get sanctioned from the IRS. But guess who's going to have to explain to the IRS? The IRS isn't writing letters to that office. They're writing letters to your home address. So when y'all are dealing next year, deal with somebody who y'all know, hey, they know how to be accountable just like you're accountable. When y'all go to file, remember, please, this year, because usually when you file as the taxpayer, they ask for what? 2 forms of identification and 1 for your dependents. Because of the credit, because of the payment, because of the amount, because of how they have relaxed income laws and all this, you need to have 2 forms of identification for that dependent as well. Meaning you need to have Social Security card, birth certificate, Social Security card, shot record, birth certificate, report card, immunization card. You need to have 2 forms of something for this child or children this year when you're filing. I am going to require all my clients to provide me 2 proofs of identification for their dependents. I don't care if you send me the report card, the daycare notice, and the child Social Security card, you're going to have to send me something. And it's going to have to be 2 of them. Because you really need to make sure all this is being documented. All right. So let's recap. Child tax credit payments. If you have not received any of the payments, you will receive that full credit next year without any kind of income needed. So this is for my I-10 users. If you have an I-10, which is the people who have I-10s to know what they are, there are Social Security numbers that begin with a 9 that is issued by the IRS for the sole purpose of working. If you have an I-10, you can get the child tax credit payments with an I-10 as long as your child has a social. So this is for I-10 filers. Social Security recipients. You guys usually can't file tax returns. This year you can file because you will qualify. Not the earned income credit and the 2441. All of those I will go into more detail as we get closer with the daycare. I'll touch on that real quick. But yes, Social Security recipients and I-10 holders, meaning you have an I-10 issued to you. If you have kids that has Social Security numbers, you can file for your child tax credit payments. If you have not gotten any Social Security recipients or I-10 individuals, if you have not got one payment, you can file at tax time and receive the full credit. Okay? If you don't trust the people around you, contact me. I have the schedule app up. I will be doing estimates starting December 13th. So anybody who is booking schedules with me for estimates or consultation, please, please, please make sure you are dating it after December 13th. I will not honor any appointment request that is before December 13th. Do the people with CTC still have to wait until February 15th to receive refunds? Yes, ma'am. Latara, that is part of the law now. Yes, ma'am. They put that into law. So regardless, if a person has child tax credit and earned income credit, yeah, any of those credits, yes, it will still be held. They'll still hold it. So just be prepared. February 15th, 16th is when the first deposit for individuals with dependents will start going out. Okay. Now, if they got their junk together, we could see it as early as February 12th, but I doubt if they have it together like that because they can still be making changes. They are still making changes. They're still doing stuff. Okay. Any more questions? So, yes, we will. You will still have to wait when you file. And you can start filing January 3rd. Okay. So, do I have any more questions? Child tax credit. That was child tax credit. Unemployment. If you've been getting unemployment, do not worry. The $10,200 forgiveness is still in place. So you will not be taxed on the full amount of unemployment you received. That way, if you paid in the taxes on the unemployment, Candy, they may not let them opt out now. But if they extend it, guys, listen to me. If they extend these child tax credit payments to where they're going to be offering to give them to y'all from January to December next year, opt the fuck out. Do y'all hear me? Okay, 7202. Okay, Felicia. So the 7202 is for self-employed individuals who dealt with COVID or had kids or someone they care for who dealt with COVID. Now, this is the tricky thing with the 7202, Felicia, okay? Because it expired in March and they passed it again in April. If you use the form 7202, guys, you have to do it twice if you're trying to do it. And then you can only do it for a certain period of time, but it have to be in between certain dates. So you got January to March, and then you have April to September. And you can only use 10 days in between that. When they say 10 days, that's not Sunday to Saturday. That is Monday to Friday, 2 weeks. Okay. And you have to put in a whole bunch of more information on this updated 7202 because it asks specifically for dates. It asks specifically for amounts. What about child tax, Driana? What about child tax credit with 5 kids, self-employed? Have you received any of the payments, Driana? Because if you have not, automatically that's $15,000. Automatically, if you have not received any of the payments. If you have, then that's $7,500. And your self-employment, that's contingent. You know that earned income credit is based on how much self-employment income you're reporting. What day does the IRS start accepting tax returns next year? They usually start what everybody called the test batch. They start sending out acknowledgments saying they've been accepted around January 13th to January 20th. Remember last year? Well, this year we had the delay. And so they didn't start sending acknowledgments until the end of January. But usually it is between the 13th to the 15th that they start the batch, the test batches. Okay. So yeah, Eugene, but you can submit your return for filing January 1st. That's why I will be submitting returns January 3rd. I'll start doing estimates December 13th. And I will start doing advances for anyone who is interested in applying for a refund advance. I will start doing those towards this a week after the 13th, so December 20th. I will start doing advances with AKA Unlimited for anyone that would like to do it if you're going to be a tax client. I'm not dealing with no jumpers, so don't come and ask me, Miss Nene, can you do me an advance? And then when I get you the advance, now all of a sudden you want to go over to Terry because Terry said, girl, I'm going to get you way more than that. and you think you're gonna, no, we're not doing that. Don't y'all do that this year. Okay? Because these banks are not playing with y'all, and neither are these tax offices. Can I let my husband file my kids this year, even though I got my CTC, or should we wait until next year? Driana, you can. Okay, so y'all don't, if y'all don't file together and you got the payments and you don't claim the kids, then if he is not the biological father, then you will have to pay that money back. So you determine what's best for you, sweetheart. Okay? Because if you got the CTC and you file a return, or if you fail to file a return and you receive that CTC, then you are going to be contacted by them saying, hey, you received an advance on a refund that you did not file. You did not file a return for this year. You owe this money back. But that's, I mean, you do whatever is best for you. Because even if you and your husband went joint, the amount of CTC that you have already received, it will reduce this refund by that amount if y'all file joint as well. Okay? So that was the 7202. Okay, so let me step into the 2441 real quick, guys. Is they sending out stimulus check again next year? Because I heard my neighbor telling my husband that he heard it from somebody. False, 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 Candy. False. Baby, they are not talking about giving no more stimulus to nobody. Okay? Nobody. That's why I'm pissed that every time I look at the news, the first thing I see is another stimulus payment coming. And I'm like, what damn stimulus have y'all been giving? Oh, the child tax credit payments, y'all making people think that's free money, and it's not. I'm pissed with the news. I'm pissed with television, period, right now. Okay, Bray Drone, I ain't know who you were. You already a client. But yes, Candy, tell Daddy I said no. Tell whoever it is in your family. Tell your husband no. That they're going off of the news, and y'all have seen with your own eyes. Y'all remember it was like, who am I going to believe? You or my lying eyes, right? They show you lies. They showed it to us as stimulus payments. And then when we read the article and we went into the article, they were talking about child tax credit payments. But they used the word stimulus because stimulus resonates with us as what? Free money. And it's not free money. It is your tax refund. And they're trying to tell you, oh, yeah, we're giving you another stimulus. The government sends out another stimulus. One more stimulus is coming. One in the series of 6. When? It's not stimulus. So, Candy, let your neighbor know that the news that they're watching is calling child tax credit payments stimulus payments. Tell them for me, please. With this daycare, be careful. Okay? Because on the 2441, if you are saying you have your kids in a daycare facility and that you are paying them, you will have to provide the daycare center's EIN, address, and the amount that they have on record as you paid. If you're using an individual, meaning your cousin, your friend, a babysitter, you hire somebody off of Yelp or whatever, if it's an individual, you're still going to have that individual's name, social security number, and address. It goes on your tax return. So this is why I say, please be careful when y'all are using the 2441. Yes, the amounts have been increased. It had, because in previous years, one child was 3,000, 2 or more was 6,000. Now it's one child is 4,000, 2 or more is 8,000. And then it makes it fully more 50%, as long as 50% of the earned income is part of the expenses, work expenses, then it gives you 50% of that back. Make sure whoever you're putting on there is a person who does not have debt and all that different stuff. Because remember, you are reporting them on your tax return on the 2441 as a hired, paid, whatever worker. Okay. Okay, you know, Dre, I'll be waiting on y'all, baby. December 13th, tell him. December 13th. Okay? So when it come down to this child, the daycare credit, if you have, and then remember, the kids have to be 12 and younger. So you can't say you're paying for daycare for your 13, 14, 15-year-old. They are not old enough. I mean, they're too old. That 2441, the dependent care and child daycare credit is for 12 and younger. Can you get it for more than 2 kids? Yes, you can, but it's just like with earned income credit. Those other kids will just be listed, but it's only going to give you it for 2. It doesn't even do 3, 2. If you ever filled out the 2441, you know that the spaces is 2. And it say if you need additional space, please add a page. Go put the information on another page. That's because it don't count. So when you're doing the 2441, use your business, the daycare center's EIN, the name and the address, or if it's an individual person, their social security number, name, and address. And it cannot be your address. Okay? Yes, y'all can live in the same apartment complex. Y'all cannot live in the same apartment. I hope that made sense. You cannot be residing with the person that you're saying you are paying for babysitting. Okay? Miss Nene, whatever you care as a child, as a dependent, and the other parent cares EIC, how does that work? And no, we never got the advanced child tax credit. Okay, Aurelia, let me try to understand what you're saying, baby. What if you carry a child as a dependent and then the other parent carries as earned income credit? How does that work? Okay, so that means that one of you guys is saying that, hey, I am giving the other parent permission to get the earned income credit and I'm going to get the child tax credit. Then that is exactly how y'all would do it coming up. It would be the same way, Aurelia. So whoever is entitled to the child tax credit will get the full $3,000 or $3,600 on their return, and whoever is qualified for the earned income credit will get the full earned income credit on their return. So you will file it how you've been filing it, baby. It's not going to change anything. Okay. So do we have any questions about anything else that I shared, guys? Because we're coming up on the hour, and until I get these other 20-some people in here to get my likes to my subscribers. I'm sorry, I said likes. Until I get my subscribers up to this 1,000, I'm keeping all of my talking points under 1,000. Now, the quicker that I get to the 1,000, the quicker I can start doing more lives on YouTube. And so I seen someone say, well, when I'll be doing the next live, I'll be doing another live on YouTube next week. Okay, Aurelia. All right, you in the class. Yes, I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. So yeah, so y'all get the word out. I'm so close. I'm at like 982. So that's like what, 18 more people? Once I get them 18 people, child, I'll be going live everywhere I am with y'all. Because as soon as it come to my head, I won't have to stop, pause, get to the computer, open it up, start going to I'll just be able to hit it from my cell phone. So y'all help your girl get there. I'm going to help y'all along. I hope y'all can use this information that I shared today. Share it with someone that you may know that may be affected about something that I talked about today. Y'all know I will be talking about this more, going more into it. But I want to leave y'all with this. If you don't have a job, find your 2019 tax returns. I'm finna leave it at this. Find your 2019 tax returns. I pray you ain't got no credit doing none of these payments during the year. Do your child tax credit. Do your look back credit. And be satisfied. Y'all have a blessed day. Gratitude for everyone who came in. Like, share, subscribe this video. Y'all share it so we can get the word out that we are over here on YouTube now. I will still be doing some with Facebook when I use StreamYard, but for the majority, we're YouTube now. Okay, so y'all help me out. share this video. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to inbox me, email me. If you would like to schedule a free estimate or a consultation, please use the scheduler app that I put on the business page on Facebook. And make sure that you are requesting a date after December 13th. I will not honor anything that is dated before December 13th. I will start doing estimates on the 13th, advances on December 20th. But I will be talking to you guys more in between here and there. Y'all stay blessed. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'll talk to you guys later.